All right. Now, can anybody tell me just by looking at that what the answer is to number one? One, what is it? Tell me. No. Davis, go. -7. Good. -7. -7. 1. -7. 1. 1. 1. -7. Okay. Now, please, everyone should know their answer is right, because if I say x equals 1, what's 1 minus 4? Yeah, so we know the answer is 1. If I plug -7 in, -7 minus 4 is -11. So that's not a correct answer, right? So it's easy to tell, all right, because you can just plug your answer in to see if you're correct. But I never have to plug my answers back in because I know I'm always what? I know I'm always right. So I don't have to worry about stuff like that, all right? And it's really simple. All right, I'm trying to teach your brain how to work backwards. All right, so you have to listen and pay attention. To work backwards, all right, I have subtraction. Right, so to get rid of the subtraction, I'm going to do what? Add. So I would like everyone on this problem, all right, for now, I don't care about the answer. I need everybody to put a +4 on this side, and you add 4 to the other side. That's how you're learning to work backwards. All right. Now, what happens to the -4 and the +4 on the left side? They cancel because -4 plus 4 is 0. So then -3 plus 4 is what? 1. Right? X equals 1. So there we have it. All right. Now, as we go down the page, I'm going to ask you simple questions. All right. And you'll be able to see how simple all of these problems actually are. All right, so let's take a look at number 3. Now, for number 3, that literally says z divided by 4. Hey, Luke, will you shut the door for me? Thank you, man. It says z divided by 4. So how do we undo division? You just multiply. So on your notes, and in the future, we're not going to do this, but for now, because I'm teaching you how to work backwards, you're going to write it out. All right, I'm going to put a times 4 here, and I'm going to put a times 4 here. I'm expecting that to see that when I collect it tomorrow. Then what happens to the 4 and the divided by 4? They cancel. So z is equal to -8. There's your answer.
What if you could just like these problems? What if you could just tell automatically instead of like writing up the whole?
I don't care. You're writing it all out, just like I'm showing you, for a reason. It's going to get much more difficult. All right. I need to make sure that you understand the basics first. You understand me? In the future, just going to look at that and say z equals -8, obviously. Just like some of you thought the answer was -7 in number 1. Right? I'm trying to teach you. This is what your brain should be saying. All right. So here we go. Number 5. So you ask yourself, how do I undo addition? So now everybody's going to put -18. -18. Draw a line underneath it. What happens to +18 and the -18? They cancel. C equals, what's -7 and -18? -25. All right, that's what I'm expecting. E plus 19 equals -13. So Peter, what do I do? -19, -19. No, it's not. E equals -32. Thank you very much.
I know this is for home, but
No. 8, 9. Here we go. All right. So we're going to start over there with Quinn. All right. What do I do for this page on number 9? What am I doing? So you're multiplying by what? -8. You're multiplying both sides by -8. That's right. These cancel. So G is equal to what? 48. Perfect. Please stay with me. All right. Please stay with me. All right. Finley, number 11. What am I going to do? That's correct. It's multiplication. So how do I do it? How do I undo multiplication? Division. Divide by -11. Divide by -11. So I is equal to what, Finley? -7. Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Wallachek, you are up. How do I get rid of subtraction? You add 3/4. All right, now you have a hard one because we have fractions. All right, so am I going to add those two fractions or subtract them? Why? You're going to subtract them. All right, so what's the common denominator? What is it? 20. Come on, everybody's working. All right, so what's the top fraction become? Hey, Davis, just stop. All right, I'm not interested in your games. You play games. How did you get that? Come on, you're helping me with this part right here. What is that? -12, we'll call it. And what about the bottom? Yes, sir. Final answer. Why negative? It is positive. Now, if any point anybody in here doesn't know how to do fractions, we're in trouble. All right. I can't teach you algebra if you can't do fractions. All right, next. Uh-oh, what do I have here? Nope. Nope. What operation is this? What does this say? If I said I, then what would I say about I as a relationship? Right, so what do I do? Yeah, come on, guys, that's how you solve this. Multiply by what?
4.
Close. -4. Multiply by -4. What happens to the two 4s? What happens to the two -4s? What happens? What do they do to each other? Yeah, leave them alone. They cancel out. So I equals, what's -2/9 times -4? Come on, what is that? What is that? Man, that shouldn't be a thought for you, buddy. Come on. What's -2 times -4?
Oh.
Negative times a negative today is what? Positive what? Over. Man. Come on. That's what I'm saying. I'm nervous about some of you. All right. You're asking me to do 2/9 times 4. All right. Come on, everyone. All right. Continue down the page. What am I doing? Thank you. Subtracting 8/9. Subtracting 8/9. And so, am I going to add or subtract those fractions? What am I doing? You're adding them. Thank you very much. Common denominator is what? 9. So 1/3 becomes what? Yes, ma'am. So now add them. What do I get? Don't forget the right. Thank you very much, kiddo. Now that's called you can't have an improper with a mixed. Okay. So what are we going to change that to? Let's see if you remember. Go ahead, Sydney. So what do I do with 11 over 9? How many ninths is 11 ninths? How many times does 9 go into 11? How many times does 9 go into 11? Once. How many left over? So that's 1 2/9, but you also have this one. So altogether it's what? -2 2/9. Now, some of you also, because I told you in advanced math, we're going to write as an improper fraction. So what's 9 times 1? Plus 11. 20 over 9. Don't forget the negative. Those are your two options. All right, those are your two options. All right, next, Liv, come on, we got a lot of work to do. What am I doing? Yep, plus 1.49. Am I going to add or subtract? Right, so what's 7 minus 1? $6 minus 49 cents. What's that? Shh, practice your mental math. Okay, let's do this. What's 6 minus 50 cents? Come on, I'm not trying to confuse you. 6 minus 50 cents. Think about it. You got $6 in your hand, you give me 50 cents. How much money you got left? Now you subtracted one too many, so it's going to be $5 and you were only no, you were supposed to only subtract 49, but you subtracted 50. So you have to add one back in. Yes, ma'am. 551. Now it's going to be positive or negative? Negative. All right. Now, if you don't like that, simply go 7.00, 1.49 and subtract. Now, just a quick review, borrow from the 7, make it a 6. This becomes a 9, this becomes a 10. But who does that? That's too boring. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 minus 49 cents. You should be able to tell me that's 551. If you don't like that, just say, okay, what's $6 minus 50 cents? That's 550, but you're only supposed to subtract 49, so you add another penny back. All right, that's how I learned. Everything was money. All right, my mind can handle money because it was important. All right, let's look at 21 now. Lena, what am I doing? Yes, I'm multiplying by negative 0.4. All right, multiplying by negative 0.4. All right, let's see if you can do this mental. Shh, shh, shh. Are you sure? No. Nope. Come on. Everybody's got to get your decimals right. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, 0.84. You with me on this, correct? Now let me ask you this, just so you understand me. This is like 0.4 is like close to half, right? You with me? Half of 2 can't be 8.4, right? This is what I'm trying to tell you now. When you take standardized tests, mental math is super important if you want to be great. All right, everybody should be able to look at that and say, there's no way that's going to be 8.4. No way. All right. Come on, think it through. Yeah, it does get smaller, actually. Very smart. When you multiply by a number less than 1, you're getting smaller. Very smart. All right, that's what I want you to think about. Now, our new term here, guys. How do I get rid of a fraction? To get rid of a fraction, we say multiply by the reciprocal. You multiply by the reciprocal. So what, in fact, Davis, is the reciprocal here, please? No, what is the reciprocal? 5/4. You're taking the reciprocal of the number in front of the variable. You didn't know that. That's good. Now you do. All right. So I multiplied this side by 5/4. What happens to the 5/4 on the left, Davis? You're right. They cancel. Everybody put R equals. Now this is embarrassing. Come on, multiplying fractions. That should be a quick thought. And then you say the answer. Go. Just tell me the answer. I'm asking you to multiply two fractions together. Give me an answer. Come on. That's what we spent all last 2 weeks trying to figure out. What are you having trouble with? 7 times 5? What are you talking about? No, stop. Multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across. What is that? -35. What's 11 times 4? 44. That's the answer. Multiplying fractions. See, you can't reduce this way. Can't reduce this way. So you just multiply straight across. Hey, I'm not mad. I want to help you. I'm trying to convince you. I can't teach you advanced stuff if we don't know fractions. Right? Every day that you don't know something, you say, this is important. I need to get this. All right. I'm trying to get ahead into my next, not math class, but my next high school. That's what you're thinking about. I have to know how to do this. It's not optional. All right. Here we go. Peter, what am I doing? No, it's not multiplication.
So it's adding 4/3.
You are amazing. Adding 4/3. Now am I going to add or subtract? I'm asking a question. I can't do both. Do I add or do I subtract? Why? There's a negative and a positive. So what do I do when I have a negative and a positive? You subtract. Tell me what the common denominator is. Come on, common denominator. 12. Top fraction becomes what? What are we doing here? The top fraction. What kind of 9? -9. Then you said the bottom one. I didn't realize. The bottom one is what again?
16.
Final answer.
So,
7/12. Thank you very much. Continue on. Mr. Williams, what am I doing for 27?
They do, so they do 1.4 times 1.4 negative.
Yes, thank you, sir. -1.4, -1.4. Notice on my paper, every single time I'm showing you the operation. I'm not telling you an answer. All right, so now quickly multiply that out. Tell me what that is.
4.2.
You're amazing. Good job, buddy. I appreciate that work. 4.2. All right, Miss Vaughn, you're up. 29.
Okay. Explain something.
No, it's x minus 19.8. How do I get rid of negative 19.8? Add 19.8. Add 19.8.
That
Mental math for me. 19.8 plus 3.12. What is that? Quickly.
16.
No. No, mental math. No, look up there on the board. Don't. 19 plus 3. $19 plus 3. Sometimes 22. 80 cents plus 12 cents. 22.92. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? We can't do this. You got to be faster at that. What's the problem?
Oh, I had.
No, it doesn't matter that you got it wrong. I don't care about that. I'm telling you the answer. Are you good with the answer? Yes. Next. What am I doing? Yes, me. Go. Right. Add 1.9. No. Shh. How much?
0.7.
90 cents minus 3 cents. No, mental math. 90 cents minus 3 cents.
Oh,
There you go. Come on, people, please listen to me. I'm not trying to criticize. I'm not trying to embarrass. I'm trying to show you mental math is important. Come on. Everyone should be doing the mental math at the desk. All right. You shouldn't just be listening to her. You should be trying it on your own. Next, let's go. Yes. Yes. I'm going to let you do that on your. How many places are you going to move the decimal? Yes, you move it 2 places. Everybody should be able to multiply this. Unless you can do that in your head. All right, I'm expecting you to multiply it. You are amazing. So write down 861. Now, where does the decimal go? What's 4 times 2? So where does the decimal go? Yeah, did you understand what I'm saying now? Does everybody see what I'm saying about 4 times 2 is about 8, correct? So it can't be 86, can't be 0.86. The only logical place to put it is between you might forget the rules. I'm okay with that. But your mind is logical. You can figure it out without moving all those decimal places. Everybody agree with me? All right, let's knock out 35. Uh-oh. Amaya, what am I doing? What do I do with the 1.1? I'm asking, what do I do with it? No. What operation is this? Here and here. How are they combined? So what do I do? Divide. That wasn't that hard. Divide by 1.1, negative. All right. Now, this is all mental math. So keep your eyes up here. Let me teach you the mental math. Am I allowed to have a decimal on the bottom? No. So I move it over 1. I move it over 1. All right. Please watch the mental math. I was always upset with why kids can't get the mental math for division. So I'm trying to show you something important. So look up here. All right. So now, is the answer going to be positive or negative? Negative. Now watch me. 11 goes into 13 how many times? Once. With how many left over? I put a 2 up here in the corner. 11 goes into 23. 11 goes into 23 twice with how many left over? 1 goes into 11 once, and then the decimal. All right. Everybody's good with that? All right. That was kind of tricky. All right, Jay, what am I doing? Subtracting 1 and 4/5, subtracting 1 4/5. So it's adding. Wow, smart. All right, tell me what that is. Negative 4 7/5, which is the same as negative 5 2/5. You are amazing. Thank you for listening. Negative 5 2/5. If you want, could you say negative 27/5? I'm happy. All right, let's go. Next. What am I doing? Loud and proud. What am I doing? Shh. Yes, times 5. Times 5. Crossing out. H equals. Now I can reduce. What am I going to change this to?
15.
Yes. Yes, final answer. Yes, very happy with that. Negative 7/3. Good work. All right, 41. Let's go. Yes, minus 5 8/9. Minus 5 8/9. Adding or subtracting?
Subtracting.
Subtracting. Which number goes on top? Yeah, 5 8/9 goes on top. Minus 3 2/3. But my answer is it going to be positive or negative? Negative. So I want everybody to write J equals negative. So I don't forget. Common denominator. So the 2/3 becomes good. Now subtract. What do I get? Shh.
Negative 2.
You are amazing. Thank you for that. That was how I want it. Speed up, people. Speed up. Go. 43 over there. Go back to the top.
So you subtract 3.49.
Uh-oh. Is my answer going to be positive or negative? Put the larger number on top, right?
I got negative 2.33.
What? Shh. Come on now. Are you asking me what 9 minus 2 is? What's 34 minus 6 or minus 18? What's 34 minus 10? What's 24 minus 4? 20 minus 4. That's how I do it. You see how I did that? I didn't borrow. I just subtracted 10 and then subtracted 4 and subtracted 4. So negative 1.6. Is that us? All right, we got a lot of work, guys. Listen, evens tonight. Get it done. All right, get all the evens. All right, you got lots of work. Yeah, do those last two odds too. Let's see how smart you are. You got lots of work.
David.
Good job, though.